Welcome to another Lugnuts How To video. Today we'll be showing you how to change the oil in your car. Today we'll be working on a 2010 Buick LaCrosse. It's got a V6 direct injection engine. It also takes 5W30 motor oil. If you're not sure what type of motor oil your car takes, you can look in your owner's manual. We'll also be changing the oil filter while we're in there. You're going to need a couple things to do this job. You'll need your jack stand, some wrenches, a drip pan, a funnel, and then you'll need your oil of choice and your oil filter, both of which we sell online. The first thing you're going to want to do is jack up your car. You want to look for the frame of the car and place your jack right under there. Once you find a good spot, go ahead and jack it up. You also want to make sure you have a jack stand for safety. Just place it right next to the jack. Once your car is jacked up, you can go ahead and climb underneath and find the oil pan. It should be located about the middle of the engine on the bottom, and there should be a bolt at the end of it that you're going to want to take out. This car in particular uses a 15mm wrench. I like to use gear wrenches just because they're a little smaller. Also want to make sure you get your drip pan under there as well. Once you have everything in place, you can go ahead and loosen the bolt. When unscrewing the bolt, just be careful because the oil may be hot if your car was running recently, and it will come out quite quickly. One thing you want to check while the oil is draining is that the gasket on your oil pan bolt is intact. If it's not, you want to go ahead and replace that. Once the oil has completely drained, you can go ahead and put the bolt back in and hand tighten it. Don't over tighten it as it may get stuck. The next step will be to replace the oil filter. Place your drip pan directly below the oil filter as it will leak. If you have trouble getting the oil filter off, you can use a tool such as this to loosen it. Once you get your oil filter loose, you can go ahead and use your hand for the rest of the way as oil will start to leak out from it. Your oil filter should come in a small cardboard box. There's really not much to it, just a gasket and a metal can. It's very important that you remember to prime the gasket on the oil filter. You can just dip your finger in the new oil and rub it around the gasket on the top of the filter. Once you have your filter primed, you can go ahead and screw it back on with your hand. Oil filters should usually be hand tightened. You don't have to go real crazy with them to just make sure it's got a nice seal. Once you have everything put back together, you can go ahead and remove your jack stand and lower your car. Just be careful that everything is clear from the tires or the car. For the next step, we're going to add the oil into the engine. This car in particular takes 6 quarts, so we're going to go ahead and pour that in using our funnel. Once you get all the oil into your engine, you want to go ahead and put the cap back on and then start it. This will get the oil moving through the filter and other parts of your engine. Once you let the engine run for about a minute, you want to go ahead and shut it off. Then you want to check the dipstick to make sure you have enough oil in the car. There are usually markings at the end that let you know how much you need to add. Looks like this one's full and we're good to go. Depending on your car, you may or may not have a computer that reads the life of your oil. If you do, you want to go ahead and reset that. You have now done your own oil change. Thank you for watching our video.